Okay, so I've turned the camera and I just said to you that this is the paper that we're looking at. Okay, first thing you do, the paper's put in front of you. You're not allowed to read anything, but until the time starts, what I would suggest is you look at it, look at the picture on the front, start getting an idea of what this paper could be about. Then you could also read these sections. This booklet contains Carswick Science Fair, festivals around the world, down in the sewers, the call of the wild. So you're waiting for the test to start and you can already establish in your mind there are 4 things in this booklet. A little bit like the one we did in class. Look, you know, while you're waiting, you can be like, oh, this is last year's paper and you've just tried this. And you would have been, oh, The Lost Queen, Wild Ride, The Way of the Dodo. So you can start getting an idea of what could be in the paper, making the use of your time. Okay, so the first thing you do, we start the test. We will tell you, you have an hour and you'll be asked to open the answer booklet. And you'll have some instructions and they may look a bit like this. How to answer the questions. This booklet contains questions for you to answer in different ways. There are 3 main types of question. Short answer questions, and you get 1 or 2 lines to write your answer on. So just write a word or a short phrase or a single sentence. Then you get longer answer questions, and you'll be given several lines to write your answer on. And you should use full sentences and explain your answer in more detail, giving reasons for your opinion or using quotations from the reading text. Okay, that's important, using quotations. There are times you must do that. Other types of answer. For some questions, you do not have to write anything. Instead, you might have to tick the correct box or circle the right answer or draw lines to match up words. Read the questions carefully and they'll tell you what to do. Now, class 6, you must, at this point, remind yourself these are easy questions to try. However, the times I've seen children not read where it says tick 1 possible answer or tick 2 and they don't tick the right amount. Now, even if at that point you're having to guess, at least tick the right amount or circle the correct number of possible answers. Make sure you are aware of possible marks down the side of the page, and it's very clear here. It's giving you a tip. Don't do anything till you're told to. Start on page 3. Work through the booklet until you are told to stop. Read one text and answer the questions on it before moving on to the next text. Use your reading booklet whenever you need to. When a question mentions a particular page of the reading booklet, look at the page to help you answer the question, okay? So the reading papers have changed. They now are based in sections where actually you don't need to have read the whole of this answer booklet first. You would open it and you would see, okay, the first bit is about section 1 and it says in bold, and a teacher is allowed to read this bit to you. These questions are about Carswick Science Fair, section 1. And if you flick, that means that page, and that one, still all based on Carswick Science Fair until we reach section 2. Okay, so all you have to read to start with, so that it's fresh in your mind, is Carswick Science Fair. So we need to look. Here's our contents, and we know that the Carswick Science Fair is on page 4. Here it is. I've just hold the iPad up a little bit. Now we can see, and you've got that at home, and you can see it's telling you when the science fair is going to happen. So think about what type of text this is. Okay, it's clearly not a story. It's also not a non-chronological report, really. It's got elements of it because it's telling you things, but it's actually, and I'm telling you more than I can tell you in a real test because we're learning skills, be clear on genre. This is an advert. It is clearly advertising, telling you when this fair is, what is going to be happening, and why you should be coming. So it's a little bit persuasive, okay? So then you've read it, and if you need to pause the video now so that you can read it before you look at the questions, that's what you need to do. So you pause, read, and then come back to me. And then we come for the questions. And on question 1, we look at the section called Science Fair Exhibitions. Okay, be very clear where it's telling you to look. It's in italics. Go back to your booklet, Science Fair Exhibitions. We've got room 1, room 2. And then read the question. Okay, so I'm not going to read that. I want you to read it and try it. But what you need to be clear on is that you're ticking one box for each sentence that tells you if it's true or false. Okay? Remember, keep pausing as we go so that you can keep up with me. Question 2. The exhibition in room 2 is called Battle of the Bugs, right? So you check back and you go, right, where is that? Here we go, room 2, Battle of the Bugs. Interesting. All about antibiotics. Find and copy. So this is directly lifting it from the text. Find and copy 2 words from the description of the exhibition that show a battle is taking place between humans and superbugs. So you've got to find those 2 key words. And then we've got question 3. Question 3, what would be the best title for Dr. Yevensky's talk? Okay, so what would be the best title? So first of all, find his talk. Oh, it's not a him, sorry. Oh, I haven't read my text properly. The lady, Dr. Maria Yevensky. Okay, here we go. Think of what the best title would be from your choices. Circle it. Don't tick it, circle it. Find and copy a phrase which shows that Joe Mackay thinks science is important to ordinary people. Okay, go back. Find Joe Mackay. Why science? What would be the phrase on there that tells us why science is important to ordinary people? It's very clear there. I can see it. I can spot it. Question 5. There are lots of activities for children at the fair. Fill in the table using information from the text. So now your key bit here is there activities for children at the fair. Now think about where would you look in the text. And I'm thinking, well, I've done this. They're exhibitions. They're about the talks. So for children, it's got to be up here where we've got family science fun. So I read them. And then I can fill in that table using the information directly from the text. Look at the section called And Don't Forget. Find and copy a word which shows the general exhibition space. Find and copy a word that shows that the general exhibition space includes activities which are hands-on. So find the section And Don't Forget. Go back to it and don't forget. Find what we're looking for by being hands-on. Oh, I can see it. Think about what word means people are hands-on doing things. Number 7, why are the plants in the Science Museum gardens special? So you need to find the plants. Now think about where that is. It's got to be around here somewhere. Can see, and there's a key word in there that tells you why they're special. A very key word. Or a phrase. Why do you think the leaflet includes information about things you can do all year around at the Science Museum? Okay, so that's a 2-mark question. So you think about a bit of detail now. So it's clearly got this here in bold. Why is it important to know that it's all year round? Because remember, this is telling us about a special event. It's a little clue. Now look, big box here, 3 marks. Remember what I was saying in the previous little video about bullet points? You could do 3 bullet points now. Based on the text, why might someone want to go to the science fair? Explain your answer using evidence from the text. Okay, so if you were to give me a very basic answer like, because there's lots to do, that's not going to get you more than a mark. Okay, so it's still a mark, but I need to know 3 reasons why someone would want to go, but don't repeat yourself. Okay, so if you need to bullet point that, you can. Okay, I'm going to pause that video there.